weeks ago. We're really synthy, so sorry, we're going to try to put y'all in y'all's feelings. It's called Men of Achievement because we're lucky enough to have Men of Achievement.
I can't. It's not. Oh no, it's not you. I'm sorry. It's just blurry.
When we tell ourselves we do, we long for a first love. One that's never known the deafening silence of an unreturned phone call or the sulfurous taste of crude words after a first fight at 2 in the morning. A first love that doesn't recognize the slam of front doors and broken hearts.
My past reeks of lavender-scented soaps that never really seem to wash the lingering stench of accidents and desperation. It's just a distant reminder of what I used to be.
I'm not bitter, not sweet, just changed.
Because I don't want to be lonely anymore, finding love everywhere.
Praying to a God only called on late at night as I lay sprawled across a bed that we no longer share but always visit.
Kissing mouths mistaken for a holy place.
Trying to be healed
by a man who doesn't believe in anything anymore. Feeling a love that never makes it past spring because we were
never in love, just in season.
With you, how I feel about you. Nothing compares to watching the sun kiss the horizon in your eyes on smoke-filled mornings before men had the opportunity to make wrinkles on new-filled lawns.
Before birds could think to ruffle their wings, you had my heart pounding out the sweetest of melodies.
I may not know the words or have all the songs to sing, but my effort is relentless in trying to match my tongue's ability with my heart's infinity. Sometimes I may not know all the answers
to questions like,
how did I get so lucky to fall asleep in cotton sheets and wake up wrapped in your arms as if you were Atlas holding the world?
And how is it that the way God moved mountains and Moses parted seas, you managed to knock down every wall erected around my heart and doctored it until it laid before you like a gift, waiting to be unwrapped and enjoyed?
You got me passing heartbreak on the street like a stranger with a familiar face.
Just something that I used to know.
Cause you are an alchemist,
turning trace constellations on the canvas of my spine
into the purest forms of lovemaking.
You pinned me against the wall, spanked me for the world to see, threatened pleasure beneath the battery-operated starlit sky, and threatened pleasure like a punishment to a submissive. You then pressed my buttons like I was a saxophone and you were an experienced instrumentalist in Carnegie Hall. I thank God that all the space between us has been eradicated through late-night conversations full of everything I should have said months ago. And though I'm still learning not to beat myself up for all the time that I wasted, all I find myself wanting to do now is make you happy. Every day I find a new reason to fall in love, and every night I pray that I'm not the only one. Because I like the way you hold my hand and joke with my roommate over 2 bowls of banana pudding. And I don't even like whipped cream, but I'm willing to taste that to taste you. Because ooh, child, I love you. I'm so into you.
So love comes without mouthing your name, and sometimes I find myself crying in my roommate's bed about everything that we could be.
I'm so into you that when it was your birthday, I wanted to be the cake and the frosting, so that with every bite, when my sweetness exploded across your tongue, it tasted like a celebration. I'm so into you that
you were a star all of the midnight. Just so you can shine inside and be like the sun for the moon, and come morning, we would create the rain that would color as far as the eye can see. And when you were inside of me, I would pull you in like a tsunami, and you wouldn't even need the rain. I'm so
into you that I skipped class before just to be in your presence. But of all the bad habits I want to break, the one I don't want to do anymore is fell in love. Just to keep the family tradition going. But every time your hands venture too far south, I'm reminded that sex changes everything, and that this foundation beneath us is only as solid as we've set. And right now we're standing in the business of a relationship built on the sinking ground of my toddler ability to communicate and your learned self-preservation.
But I've learned that though love is not understood, it's an understanding, and that love cannot be figured out but accepted.
And I've got to accept that the waters are holy, truly accept that I no longer have to wish for a world where the mortal of Mondays and mornings exist, because I get to share you with the sun and the sun.
I must learn to be happy, being content.
For you are a man who speaks slowly like dripping molasses just to make sure you mean what you say.
You are a man because you are and not because you're trying to be.
You are a man who hates the Cowboys but loves God. And on my weakest days when I am a warrior, you are a warrior who has strength enough for both of us. But we don't have to fight this anymore. I realize now that I was taken from your ribs, molded by God in return only when I became a woman as the Lord's very own gift to you. You are a bomb shelter with a steady heartbeat and a worker's palm with lips made of a dream so smooth and a word so strong we can build a future on it. And I got all these promises I want to make and all these words I want to say, but you're much better at building bridges with poems than I am.
But I heard that body language is understood in hundreds of different languages.
So hold me. Hold me like a prayer.
Walk your lips benevolently down my spine until they find my fountain of youth.
Take refuge in my heart and destroy all my expectations, because exceeding them will be far too easy. Let me feel you like the lifelines on the your
I will
failure.
believe that you are everything that you may doubt yourself to be.
Let me massage every chip from your shoulder and hold you up when the weight of the world becomes too much to bear.
I want to laugh with you daily and pray with you nightly, and I don't
Ever want to imagine a time when you're not in my life?
Because though I fear not of the future, I fear that it's not big enough to contain everything that we're going to become. And most importantly, I would always got your back. I could pretend I'm speaking to everyone or no one. Assume middle distance and transcend myself.
But I'm talking to you and you know it. Because I really have been thinking about forever. You once asked me if I already met the man that I wanted to marry, and baby, I envisioned you in a dark gray suit waiting for me to say I do. I want to take care of you. Learn to love you more realistically.
In a way that is human.
In a way that accepts your flaws.
Along with the rest of you. And I'm not saying that I love you.